Okay, so we're at Olive Garden for dinner last night, and everything's fine. The food comes. Everybody's really happy with what they ordered, and we're sitting there eating. And as we're eating, this old man approaches our table, and he was probably a little. He was fairly tall. He had this shock of white hair, glasses, wearing a red sweatshirt and slacks and white shoes. And I mean, he was well dressed, well put together. He was a handsome man when he was young. And he comes up and he says to me, uh, "What is that you're eating there? What is that?" And I told him, "Well, it's chicken fettuccine, or it's chicken marsala fettuccine." And he said, "Chicken marsala fettuccine? Uh, okay." And then he says, "Well, what do you have?" And he looks at my mom, and she tells him, and he doesn't talk to Aviva. And then he says, "Yeah, we come here and we order this bottle of Ridge Hill wine, and I was just looking at that on your plate, and it looked really good, and I just wanted to know what it was." And I said, "Yeah, it's chicken marsala fettuccine. It's a creamy marsala wine sauce. It's kind of tangy and sweet, and it's got mushrooms, and it's really good. I like it a lot." And he says, "Oh, okay." And then he goes back over to his table, which is like, just like 3 feet from ours. So we're sitting in a booth in the corner, and they're at like the table closest to us on the floor. And he goes back over to the table, and my mom was like, "Oh, well, that was kind of weird." But he goes back and sits down, and when he sits down, I start hearing him talking to the person at the table with him. What I had my back to, I couldn't see who he was talking to. Um, and he goes and sits down, and I hear him say, "It's chicken something marsala fettuccine." And he said he comes here just to get that because he loves it so much. He loves it so much he comes here just for that because it's so good. And he just loves it. He loves it. Look, he's over there. He's just wolfing it down. He's eating. Look at him. He's taking a big old bite right now. He's just all up in there, and he loves it, taking a big old bite. And as I'm hearing this, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? Because I'm trying to enjoy my food, and this motherfucker's at the next table doing play by play as I eat. So my mom was like, "Sounds like early onset dementia to me." And I was like, "I don't know. I think that he just might be like a middle-aged white guy, or an elderly white guy who has the confidence of a mediocre white man." So I don't know. But then later, maybe 10 minutes later, I overheard him at their table again when the rest of their party had arrived, and they were talking about something. And then I heard him say, "Oh, that's right. We're at Olive Garden. We're at Olive Garden." So my mom might have been right, but the dude narrating while I ate and telling the person that he was sitting with, "Look at him. He's taking a big old bite," was the highlight.